What's wrong?
My baby has died.
I'm sorry. How far to the fort?
Fort Ridgely? Just a few miles. Follow the trail up the highland. Is that your post?
My first military assignment. I'm Lieutenant Tom Gear.
Name's Gunther, and this is my homestead. Are you here to protect me from the savages?
I don't believe that'll be necessary, Mr. Gunther. The men at Ridgely are mostly there to train, to get ready to go south to fight Rebs. I've heard it's pretty quiet here when it comes to Indians.
Has been, but it seems like a few of them got stirred up. The government's late with their land payments, and Indians on the res, well, they depend on that for their food.
I saw an Indian woman way back. She was crying.
And there's going to be more, I tell you, if the government doesn't do their part. So you keep things under control, or there's going to be hell to pay.
I guess that's why we're here. Good day, Mr. Gunther.
Good day.
War clouds hang over Minnesota in the summer of 1862. Fort Ridgely remains as a bastion to maintain order on the frontier.
Looky here, Lieutenant. Best bunch of marchers this side of St. Paul.
Drilling is one thing. They'll have to fight someday. I'm Lieutenant Tom Gear, here to see the Colonel.
Colonel, sir, this here's Lieutenant Gear.
Thank you, Berg. Wait outside. Lieutenant Gear, I've been expecting you. Have a seat. Fresh from Hamlin University. Studied law. I've got good reports on you. How's your brother Will?
Last I heard, he's still in Tennessee with the 2nd.
He's a fine officer.
You fought with the Wisconsin troops.
They had an open regiment position. Minnesota didn't when I tried to enlist.
But you got called back here.
I let it be known that I wanted to join up with the Minnesota boys again, especially from Fillmore County, where me and most of the boys are from.
Well, I'd like to join my brother. I'd like to fight Rebs, not babysit.
You and the other 80, 18, or 19-year-old boys who signed up to go save the Union for Father Abraham, the fact is, they aren't ready, and I suspect neither are you. So we train, and we look over farmers and Indians until we get sent for, and we hope things stay peaceful here.
Are you worried about trouble with Indians? I haven't heard of any.
Take a look. The Minnesota River Valley, 150 miles long and 10 miles wide. 7,500 Dakota Sioux live there on 2 reservations, each with an agency. One to the far west is Yellow Medicine. The other, just 10 miles upriver, is Redwood, or Lower Sioux. Missions and Dakota villages are scattered in between. We have peace now, but the Sioux are getting restless.
Why?
I don't know. Congress is all tied up fighting Rebs. Some want to send paper money instead of gold. Maybe they just don't care.
Can't the Indians hunt and deal with the traders?
It's not that easy. A lot of the game has moved west. Meantime, we wait for the gold and look after hundreds of Norwegian, Swede, and German farmers. But I'm concerned things could heat up around here.
Do you need more men?
It wouldn't hurt. I've asked for help from Fort Ripley. They're sending men under Tim Sheehan. Now you get settled in. Nicholas will show you around here.
Mr. Galbraith, how goes the agency?
We're fine. If we stay strong, the Reds respect us. Got more farmers this year. The new speaker, Traveling Hale, is one.
More crops too, I hope. We have some food and demonstrations ready for you. Please join us for dinner. You'll have a full day and evening before tomorrow morning's departure.
You've been in here quite a while. You got any money?
I have beads I can trade.
Beads? For food? Get out of here.
You could show some compassion.
Maybe I will when they show me some gold.
You're new here.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I just arrived. Looking to open up a trading post here.
I teach at the agency school. I'm new here too.
You teach any Indian children?
Yes, and white children. This was my first term.
It's nice to meet you, ma'am, but maybe you can teach me a little more about this place.
Maybe. But I only teach good students. Good luck with the other traders. Mr. Myrick is not a nice man.
Nathan Cates, ma'am.
I'm Emily West.
I need food. My baby's hungry.
This ain't no charity. Get out of here.
You take care of me, I'll take care of you.
Lind, you messing with Indian women doesn't pay the bills. You son of a bitch. You agreed to cut off credit to those red devils and you're still trading with them.
Maybe I'm just not in for him as much as you are, Mr. Merrick.
You're gonna mess up everything. Our whole way of doing business here.
Well, you know, maybe it needs to be messed up some and then put back together.
Well, maybe things need to be messed up around here.
That's enough now.
You ain't heard the last of this, Cates. There's something about you that ain't right. And I'm gonna find out. I'll go to Galbraith. Maybe Fort Snelling even. We'll get you out of here.
Little Crow told Galbraith he wants us kept from the pay table.
Really, Forbes? How will we get our money? If we don't call our accounts when the Indians at the pay table, we ain't gonna collect and they'll run off with it, those Reds.
Funny, they think it's their money.
Galbraith is with us. He knows who is buttering his bread.
Remember, Robert, he's a government agent. He reports to Lincoln.
No annual payment, no gold, no food.
Listen, the money will come, but do we want to starve off all the Indians in the meantime? It's like killing off your customers. I say we give them back the credit.
Careful, LeBlath. You'll risk everything if you go against us.
Well, we might have a new problem with this trader Cates. Anybody know anything about him?
I heard he was with the Indiana outfit. He was wounded and mustered out.
We're lucky that Indian lover has other things on his mind.
Tell you one thing, he's more than a storekeeper. We better keep our eye on him.
He hasn't run into me before. He talked big today, but he better not mess with me.
My name is Miss West. I'm here to help Miss Robertson teach you for the rest of the school year. Let's begin by having each of you introduce yourselves to me. You can tell me anything you want about yourselves.
My name is Rose, and these are my sisters.
My name is Elizabeth Corso, and my father is in charge of the agency's horses.
What's your name?
Lily.
Tell me your name.
My name is Connor.
My name is Sam. Pleased to meet you, Miss West.
My name is Elijah.
Matthias.
Nehemiah. Sophia.
Rose. I would love to know your name. I understand that your leader, Little Crow, has taken on many of the white man's ways.
He doesn't talk much for anyone, Miss West. He wouldn't even talk to Mr. Robertson.
Okay, children, why don't we get out our slates and we'll begin our first lesson in arithmetic.
The agent wouldn't help us. We have very little food. His warehouse is full of grain.
Galbraith is a hard man.
He says no food will be released until the government money comes.
Our people will starve. Makita formed a soldier's lodge. He wants to fight. If you do not act soon, the young warriors will join him.
I can't stop them. Agent Galbraith must act, whether the money comes or not. Oh! My arm.
You're hurt.
It's just a scratch. Did you see who shot?
No, but it had to be more than one.
Ojibwe?
Or the soldier's lodge.
I don't think white men.
It is a bad time to lead the Mdewakanton. I fear for you if you lead us to war. Whites may kill you.
But the soldier's lodge of our own people may kill me if I don't.
Which was it today?
Ready? Art. Inspection. Art.
See an artillery jacket, but no artillery cap.
Sorry, sir, I lost it. I'll find it as soon as I can.
Ready. Aim. Fire.
Hot shooting, man!
Huzzah! Those rebels better watch out when we get south.
Bring 'em on. Indian, rabbit, it doesn't matter. Fillmore County boys are ready.
Don't get too excited, boys. Targets don't shoot back.
I just wish Greg Davids was here. He's the best shot in all of Fillmore County.
He's supposed to be here, but I hear there's talk of Ink Paduta stirring things up in Iowa. I trust Davis will watch over Preston.
Now, before I dismiss you, I hear we're having a 4th of July celebration here. Folks from the agency are invited, and you men get to show off to them.
When?
What do you mean, when? When do you think the 4th of July is?
Howdy, miss. I'm Jimmy Dunn. Have my eyes gone bad? 'Cause I swear I'm seeing an angel.
Well, if I'm an angel, I must have come from heaven. But I'm Sergeant Bishop's daughter. I just came here last night. I'm on a visit.
Strange place to take a vacation, what with Indians and all that. But don't worry, I'll keep you safe.
I feel safer knowing that. But if you really want to help, take some of these clothes and hang it up, will ya?
Lieutenant Sheehan's arrival was timely. The Sioux are getting more restless, and Agent Galbraith wants help at Yellow Medicine.
What's the problem?
Annuity payments are late. The Indians are hungry. Agent Galbraith has the food, but he won't release it till the money's come. Seems the Sioux are starting to crowd around the agency. I'm sending you and Sheehan to settle things down. Take 50 men from our Company B. Sheehan's got 50.
How many Sioux are there?
A lot more than 100.
Saw a couple soldiers heading up the river this afternoon.
Where were they going?
Yellow Medicine, I expect.
I've heard there were some Dakota there.
Emily, I think, maybe it'd be a good idea if you head home back to Minneapolis for a bit.
Nathan, everything will be fine. Philander says there's no danger.
Philander shouldn't be so certain. There's trouble brewing.
How can you be so sure?
Let's just say I can feel it.
I know you'll keep me safe.
Just one man.
From what I hear, you've got more to worry about with Myrick than from anyone else. You continue to trade when all of the other traders have cut the Indians off. Not to mention the incident at his store.
Yeah, there's not much he can do that worries me.
Well, that help had better get here quick. I don't like the feel of this.
Little Crow warned you. He said they'd be coming.
This is too soon. You promised more men.
I've asked for a whole regiment. There must be 1,000 Dakota out there.
We're not getting a regiment. The 3 forts on the frontier don't have that many combined.
Then we'll take every soldier we can get.
Oh, thank God you're here. It's about time. Are you with Sheehan?
Yes, sir, I am. Lieutenant Sheehan's over with the men.
Is this all you got?
Yep, that's all we've got.
Well, we got Dakota and who knows what else all over the place. And they're hungry. And I can't feed all Indians, only those entitled. And not yet. First thing I want is a count.
Once we get the men settled in, we'll go to the village and do a count.
There'll be no more food released until the annuity arrives. Go on a hunt. Get your own food.
There's nothing left to hunt. All the game is gone.
If they're so damn hungry, let them eat grass.
A small amount of food was released by a besieged Agent Galbraith at Yellow Medicine. But after promising more at Redwood, He refused to release it. After a failed hunt, outraged Dakota warriors killed 5 whites in Acton. The next day, August 18th, Little Crow ordered an attack at the Redwood Agency at 7 a.m.
Now.
Death and destruction ravaged the Redwood Agency as inhabitants desperately sought escape from gunfire and flames. Most raced toward Fort Ridgely, 12 miles away. Many were cut down in the attempt. They left the agency in flames. 34 were killed in Redwood or on the prairie leading to Ridgely. For the Dakota, there was no turning back. It was war.
We have trouble at the agency. A rider claims the Sioux rose up and started killing. Probably just some hotheads, but I have to go check it out.
Bad timing, sir. Sheehan's gone.
It sure is. Sheehan left for Fort Ripley. We thought he had things settled down at Upper Sioux. He distributed some food. Galbraith had 50 mixed blood recruits here, but he left yesterday for Fort Snelling.
We need them all here. This is bad timing.
Speaking of timing, the gold arrived this morning. $70,000.
Hard to believe. If people died, they didn't have to. And now we might have to fight Indians while we're undermanned.
Well, we better get some more men. Have McLean head after Sheehan and get him back here. I'll send Marsh with 45 men to Redwood Ferry.
That'll leave me with just a couple dozen.
I'll go to New Ulm and get Galbraith and his rangers back here. Knowing Galbraith, it'll take a colonel to get him to return. Remember, he gets a bounty for every recruit he brings to Fort Snelling.
Good luck.
It's probably exaggerated, but we have to know. I'll get back as soon as I can.
Mr. Cates, what happened?
Sioux attacked the agency. They've killed dozens, burned buildings. Is Emily here?
No one's seen Miss West. We got word from a rider. I'm heading to New Ulm with some troops. Lieutenant Gear, see that he sees Doc Miller.
You be careful, Jimmy John.
Now I really gotta make it back alive.
10, shoulder, arm! Forward, march! Where you going?
Forward, hold! To Redwood.
There's nothing there.
but death and ruin. The ones that are left are trying to get to Ridgely.
How many, Dakota? We've got to try to settle this thing down.
Go back to the fort. You're dead men if you continue. There's hundreds of them.
I've got to find out.
Fools. Damn fools.
Forward! Forward! Forward!
Marsh knows what he's doing. He'll find out what happened to Redwood.
And he's got 45 men with him. That leaves us pretty short here.
Well, he'll settle things down, and then he'll be back by dark. It's only 12 miles.
Think so? Them folks coming in seem pretty worked up.
But he's a good man, and he'll find out what's true and what ain't.
What's happening here? There's dead scattered all over the prairie.
I don't know. Maybe Chippewa.
Look at the brush. There's Indians everywhere.
Me and Hutch, we were filling our canteens. The water is coming down cloudy.
That can only mean one thing. They're crossing upstream.
They're trying to get behind us and cut us off.
Get into the brush. It's our only cover.
After Blodgett.
You owe me one, Sarge.
Let's get him to cover.
We have one chance. Stay in the brush, keep shooting as we work our way down the river to the fort.
That's 12 miles. What if we run out of cover?
Then we swim. How many men have we got left?
Less than a dozen.
We lost 30 men?
They ain't all dead. Not yet.
This way, men!
Ah! Captain shot!
Sir, we can't stay here.
Let's go.
Bird, Hutchinson, where's the company? For God's sake, what's happened?
Sergeant Bishop, he's got what's left. They're still about a mile down the road.
What do you mean, what's left?
They hit us at the ferry. White Dog said he just wanted to talk. He's claiming the Chippewa was doing all the bad stuff, not them.
Then they opened up on us. From across the river, and behind us, too. About half the boys is dead. The captain, he's dead, too. The agency's gone. Burned. Sioux are killing folks up and down the valley.
15 are with Bishop. That's all that's left of us.
The captain, Marsh, he's dead, and half the men that went with him.
I don't believe it.
Doc, see to these men and get ready for more.
What are your orders, sir?
Willie,
Go to Fort Snelling. Tell them the entire Minnesota Valley is under siege. We urgently need help.
You can count on me.
I need more room.
Use the whole headquarters. Sergeant Jones, ready your cannons, one at each corner of the fort. Set up barricades.
Yes, sir.
How's your wife?
The baby's due any time.
May God bless her. May God bless us all.
We need it.
It was a glorious day.
We destroyed the agency and took food. Soldiers came and we killed them. Other warriors came out to punish the whites for taking our land. Many whites died, hardly any Dakota. Yes, it was a great day.
These raiders killed women and children. It's not our way.
We must kill or drive them all from the valley.
There's more soldiers at the fort. That's where we must go tomorrow.
Shin made it!
Tim, you made it! Thank God.
Is it true Marsh and his 24 men are dead and the Sioux are on the warpath?
It's all true, and they'll be coming for us here. Bet on it.
How many men do we have?
About 25 fit to fight. Galbraith and the Renville Rangers.
Our odds are getting better.
Still not good enough. They'll attack us soon. I can feel it.
From which direction? We can only see any distance to the northeast. Wooded coulees and ravines on the other three sides. They've got great cover. They'll have the good ground.
Cannons are placed on all four corners.
We need more men.
We can blast them out of the coulees. Sturgis must have made it through. Help must be on the way. It's Little Crow.
What's he up to?
Buoyed by reinforcements from Sheehan and Galbraith, Fort Ridgely braced for an attack. Little Crow's 400 warriors surrounded a fort defended by just over 100 men.
Come, here. I wish to talk.
Don't listen to them. That's what they said at Redwood Ferry. Then they attacked us.
Hey, Little Crow, why don't you come over here?
He won't come.
Get half the men and bring them here. Mr. Cates. We're a bit short of officers. You have experience.
What do you want me to do?
Lead the men in the long barracks. Are you up to it?
Yeah, all right. I'll do it.
You're invisible. They can't see you until you reach the top of the ravine. Go, my warriors. Hookah-hey! It's a good day to die. 'Cause 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 'cause
moving in low, headed to the northwest corner.
I'd wager they're heading for the powder house.
Split the troops?
Yes, 8 to 10 to the north side of the main building.
On the west side of the main building. Another group moving in on the southwest corner of the barracks.
Every available man to the southwest corner. Engage, and half the men to the main building. Quickly.
Sir.
Rain continued through the 21st. As refugees huddled for shelter, soldiers prayed for help.
The rain was a blessing.
I'll be back.
Hope help gets here soon.
Doc, how's Mrs. Jones?
She lost the baby, but on the whole, we were fortunate. 3 dead, a dozen wounded.
I don't know if we can hold them next time. Without the cannons, they would have run over us.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, Captain. I hope you don't mind us building a little bit of a fire out here.
Not at all. But there should be plenty of good beds in the barracks.
That would not be proper. There are too many men in there that we do not know, and many without their families.
Well, ma'am, we're in a state of emergency.
We will be fine out here.
Do you by chance have any news that you can share with us?
Some. Do you mind if we join you for a few minutes?
No. So, what are you thinking? You think they're gone?
No, ma'am.
Is she all right?
She's been through some terrible things.
The rain held them off for now, but I'm sure they used that time.
They're preparing, getting ready. They're gathering any warriors that came in overnight.
It was not supposed to be this hard.
Ma'am?
We left Norway 2 years ago. We did not have to leave. We were not starving, but it was very difficult.
We were starving. Ireland was starving.
Our first year was not very good. We did not know the land, but we learned. The second year was better. And then last week.
Her farm was attacked and burned last week. Her husband and her children did not make it. She's the only one left from her family.
Mother Rose, I saw my family murdered.
Savages.
The Dakota thinks this is a war. I can tell you firsthand, war brings out the worst in people.
The trooper here, he fought the Rebs.
Yes, a huge, horrible bloodbath. Just south of Washington City last year. These boys here, they don't know. They tell you they can't wait to go fight. That's how you know they've never done it. I tell you, it was the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life.
But you're here now.
I put in for a transfer closer to home. I was pretty bad wounded down there in Virginia.
But you recovered.
Mostly. Supposed to get myself all better. Then they can send me back to hell.
It'll be light soon. So, ladies, please, when you see that sun start to come up, make your way inside the building here.
We'll do that, Captain.
The captain, he's dead, and half the boys who went with him. We have to take care of our wounded and get ready for more.
What are your orders, sir?
We hold them off as best we can and pray they don't breach the fort.
They'll be coming from over there, out of the ravine.
Same as before?
Why not? It provides great protection for them.
How's your baby? Sorry.
It happened during the battle. Laura's okay, but it'll be tough on her.
I know he's out there somewhere.
We'll find her after this is over.
Okay, it's a good day to die. Be brave.
The big guns are too many.
Shoot the men firing the cannons. They can't fire them if they can't load them.
Here they come.
Get ready!
Why is no one manning the southeast cannon?
They're all shot, sir. They're falling back to the barracks.
Get replacements, now.
There is no one else, sir, to man the big guns. Indians attacking the back delivery tunnel.
Where the hell is that last cannon?
Still inside. They're just moving it now.
No time. Tell them to swing around and fire back through the building.
Sir, are you sure?
Fort Ridgely had withstood attack. Over 6 weeks, Dakota warriors killed nearly 800. New Ulm, Birch Coulee, Acton, Forest City, and Hutchinson faced attacks. On September 23rd, Little Crow planned a last-ditch assault on Sibley's pursuing army at Wood Lake. Failure there led Little Crow to leave Minnesota.
Where's Makata?
Killed in the fight.
Too many were killed. The door was slammed shut at Ridgely. After that, we could not win.
What do we do?
My heart is broken. 700 picked warriors were whipped here by cowardly whites. Better run away, scatter over the plains like buffalo and wolves. We shall go to the west, to the Tetons in Sitting Bull.
Where are the captives?
During the fight, Red Iron came and he took them. He will give them to Sibley. I wore that coat in the white man's church. I'll never wear it again.
Solomon Foote from up northwest away.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Mr. Foote.
I understand you're looking for the young woman the Sioux may have gotten. So am I.
I guess we're going up to the same goal then, aren't we?
Sibley says you and I should team up. I expect if they're still together or they're still alive, they'll be near each other.
Told by an engine that most of the captives are being moved up the Yellow Medicine River past the upper agency.
Let's not waste any time and get going.
On August 27th, Colonel Henry Hastings Sibley arrived from Fort Snelling with 1,400 men. Ridgely was saved.
Company! Halt! Sir, advance company has arrived.
Good to see you, Lieutenant.
Very good to see you too, sir.
Everything all right?
Yes. I'm worried about my students.
Do you want to stay? Try and find them?
No, not right now. So much is destroyed here. The school is gone.
Maybe we can return when they rebuild.
Maybe. What do you think happened to them?
Scattered, hopefully. But I did hear officers talking about some kind of trial.
A trial? This is a war. Who decides who is being charged for what?
I would imagine the victors. You know, maybe we will come back one day. For now, we have each other. For that, I am grateful.
Let's go.
Gentlemen, we now begin the next phase of our operation. The cries for vengeance are resounding. 800 dead. The politicians and newspapers are crying for the full extermination of the Sioux.
Even our friend Reverend Riggs speaks of the wail and howl of retribution.
Well, none of that matters now. Due to the atrocious behavior of the Sioux, it calls for punishment beyond human power to inflict. There shall be no peace in this region by virtue of treaty or Indian faith. It is our orders to utterly exterminate the Sioux if we have the power, and so far, drive them and everything with their belongings onto the plains, unless I suggest you capture them. Signed, Governor Alexander Ramsey.
And more are coming all the time. They know winter's coming.
We're all they've got. We could see another 1,000 of them come in.
Colonel, do you propose to arrest them all? You made a public statement that those who committed no atrocities have no reason to worry. How do we sort them out?
They're all guilty. If they fought, they were part of the killing.
How many did Little Crow take with him to Dakota?
It's estimated that he took about 3,000 with him, but that still leaves 2,000 left here in Minnesota.
Round them up. The worst will be arrested tomorrow. I will announce a military commission who will hear the evidence and pronounce verdicts. You will try summarily the mixed bloods and the Indians engaged in the raids and the massacres. I want Bailey, Marshall, Crooks, Grant, Bradley, and Olin to be the commissioners.
I'm glad to serve, Colonel, but this is going to be a tricky task. None of us speak Sioux. How do we sort things out? The worst of the Indians have already gone west. I understand that most of the Indians here are good ones.
Well, that brings me back to my point. You raise good concerns. We don't know the language, and that'll make it tough. Who to punish and who not to.
Sir, I have an idea. Stephen Riggs has been a missionary here for decades. He speaks their language and knows these people. Let him question the captives, gather the evidence, and bring the accused into the commission.
Kind of like a one-man grand jury. I like it. But will he do it?
I took the liberty of suggesting it to Riggs. I think he'll do it.
Do you realize that we have one handsome woman who is so infatuated with the redskin that took her that she said she would not have returned to her husband except for her children? Mr. Hurd, talk to Riggs again. I want this started tomorrow.
They'll all be good with ropes around their necks, sir.